So, welcome, Lars Vogt, Kirill Petrenko. Welcome to the Digital Concert Hall Interval Talk. Thank you for taking the time to talk to me. Lars, you've been here before. Myself, Petrenko, you too. You were the pianist, resident pianist in 2003, weren't you?
Yes, in the season 2003-04.
And you played a lot of solos and chamber music.
Chamber music and concerto with Simon Rattle and yeah.
And you've been back a lot since
great
then.
time. Yeah, it's always really special to be back here.
It's always great when you come back. And Maestro Petrenko, this is your second time back with the orchestra, and welcome back.
Thank you.
Played. You brought Rachmaninoff's Second Symphony last time you came as a premiere with the orchestra. This huge, fantastic Russian symphony, and I remember I played that week, and I remember when you came. It's usually a question for the orchestra, we'll see if this new conductor will be asked back. But by the end of the week, we were saying, when can he come back? Because we enjoyed it so much. Is it different for you this time?
A little bit, yes. I can be very honest. The first time, I remember great concerts with the orchestra and especially with this Rachmaninoff, but in the rehearsal, I was very shy. I was coming and I was thinking, oh, what should I say? Should I ask them to play this one more time, or should I better not ask them? I was really in the rehearsals. I was very unhappy with myself, and I decided this time, anyway happens, I will try to work with this great orchestra as I work with any other orchestra, just in my way. And I think we had a good time also now in the rehearsal. So I feel more free. Certainly the second time, it is between the first and second time, it's not a huge possibility to develop a relation with the orchestra. But I'm still shy sometimes, but I feel more free, and I could speak free from my side about this music. So I was feeling also really accepted.
I'm really happy to hear that. I'm unfortunately not playing this week, but I must say I've been here during the week, and I see my colleagues smiling when they come out of rehearsal, which is a really good sign.
I saw that too.
You saw that too? Yeah, it's a really good sign. So tell me about the music you chose. The Beethoven Concerto is a classic, and we have Lars playing it, and I'm sure you two are a dream team.
I hope, yes. I'm quite sure, yeah. Quite sure.
Is it a favorite piece of yours?
I love this concerto. For me, this minor at the beginning, so it was not quite usual for that time to start the concert in C minor, and it has a big contrast, and he plays it with that kind of clearness, which I like very much, without superficially to do something because you have to do something. So this I like very much. So it's a really pleasure to make it with him.
And Lars, you've played a lot of repertoire here. You've recorded Hindemith, and you've played Brahms, and you've been through the whole spectrum. But Beethoven with this orchestra, is it chamber music enough for you?
Oh, I mean, this is the amazing thing, that every single player is a great chamber musician, and you can establish a direct contact with any of the wind players, and even with the
even with the conductor.
With the conductor especially. I mean, Kirill is such a real, honest, deep musician, you know, and that's just what I absolutely adore. And also, what he just said, I can only return that compliment. It's he doesn't make any show or anything. It's just what he deeply needs to do for the music, and it's really astonishing. It's a real special way of conducting and being a musician. So I'm really proud and happy to be here for the second time that he's around.
A real dream team.
Yeah, exactly. I heard already about his first time here. Also, my real close friend Christian Tetzlaff was the soloist then, and he told me already, oh, he's fantastic, you will enjoy it.
Did you ever work together before?
No.
No?
That's our
It's the
first
first time. And what a place to try it out.
Exactly. Hopefully not last time.
And Maestro, tell me about the Elgar, because I'm English, so I was brought up in with Elgar, and I remember in youth orchestras we destroyed Elgar very often. And Elgar is known in Germany mainly for, of course, Pomp and Circumstance, Last Night of the Proms, but the deeper side of Elgar, sometimes in the Enigma variations, is played. But the Second Symphony, for you, a Russian-born conductor, to bring an English symphony to a German orchestra, how did this happen?
It's a very good question. First of all, the first time I brought Rachmaninoff because, to be honest, I wanted to be sure that it comes really from my heart and from my native country. So I could not take too much risk with repertoire. But I prefer not to conduct Russian music very often. It's not good for me because I love Russian music and I adore Russian music. But if you conduct Russian music very often as a Russian conductor, it is a danger to become, a good Russian conductor for Russian music. And then you do it too often, and then you try some Strauss or Bruckner. He should better conduct Russian. So it could happen. Yeah. And this symphony, I learned it, I don't remember where I learned it for the first time. Yes, I remember. I had a CD at home, and I was looking for cello concerto of Elgar, and it was a sampler with a best of Elgar. And it was this Second Symphony. I switched on. I thought I do it for 5 minutes, and then I switched to a cello concerto, and I heard, and I came in love with this music, because for me, this is a very deep music. It has a huge scale of anything you can imagine in orchestra playing. You have a big cantilena, you have a demonic scherzo, some cruel scherzo, you have a pathetic hymn, you have really everything, you have impressionism, Debussy kind of, and all this scale to work everything out is difficult. It's a challenge because it's not easy to play loud, we know, but to switch from this kind of joy to sadness and really chamber kind of colors, this is a difficult. And but this orchestra has a best, how to say in English for Voraussetzungen.
Intentions.
So best possibilities.
Possibilities to do these all things. You have as a conductor, you have to intend. You have to be sometimes very clear, and it's possible. And it's in rehearsals, I felt that they played with pleasure this music.
Well, I'm very, very happy you brought Elgar to this orchestra, and I hope you'll both be back with us very, very soon. Thank you very much.